Here we go. Here we go, boys. Episode 103. Pez is right up and about. You know why, Tone? You know why I'm up and about?
Why is that, big boy?
Well, the big man last week, Kanazawa, a beautiful place over here in Japan, Tone. And the Blue Battlers,
lovely.
your first tip for the Blue Battlers, the Godolphin Blue. We know they're struggling for money, a bit like, not like you. And absolutely in the hardest race of the day, Mr. Worldwide told us. Absolutely brained them up the inside rail. Saving paint. No, what? Shaving paint. Well done, mate. Kanazawa, good boy, big boy.
Oh, fantastic. Yes. Got one up for the team. It's been a while since I've had a winner. Almost a year, probably.
What was the divine intervention? What made you go with the Godolphin Blue?
I think I just had to go with the class. You know, I needed to get in a team with some class. And, yeah.
And a jockey that can win.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yes. Exactly.
Tone, I know, you know, for you, it's been a while. I think me and you are now looking for our second win of the year.
Yes, absolutely.
And then we welcome the Greek Freak.
We do. Yes,
well done,
the champion, the king, the legend.
Not real happy, though, Taz, that you seem to be winning every week, if not every second week. The data doesn't lie. How do you feel, mate? You're going for a hat-trick of business.
Look, I am going for a hat-trick. Firstly, it's like I had 3 schnitzels in a row. Do you know what I mean? So, and the third one was the best. But having said that, yeah, we're going for a hat-trick. Hopefully we hit one. I have gone with a little bit of value, though, because I just think that, you know, even if I miss this week with the value, I'll just come back next week and throw out 5 to 1. So I'll just bounce back. I mean, look,
perfect.
As I've said, I'm not arrogant. I'm just confident.
It's a fine line, Tony.
But I'll tell you what, though.
It's a very fine line, Tony.
You let us down because I was due for a haircut, and I said it. If you two boys both get the win, I'll get a haircut. And I'm telling you now, this grey. I mean, look at the greys. Look at them. Seriously, I'm a grey buff, and I'm due for a haircut. Unfortunately,
Eaglemont ran like the West Coast Eagles at the moment. We were flying low. One of the worst. You know, it was a pretty good position the whole race, Tone Eaglemont. It was like, you know, fucking 3 back on the fence. Jimmy Neal peels it out. We let it go, and it sort of got shot right in the middle of the chest and finished pretty much second last. So well done, Jai. You fucking prick. Anyway, but he's leading the premiership. Isn't that great? Jai McNeil. Good on you, mate. You win on everything else except when my money's on you, fucking mate. Anyway, a bit like Tone at the moment, aren't I, Tassie? Team T. Now, boys, you've sort of disbanded. There's been a little bit of drama in the backfield. Well, not really. No. It's just that Tone's taken over his own backyard, and Taz has just gone to the chocky wheel, and he's winners every Saturday. So Tone's running Team T now, or it's just Team T, and Kanazawa, the great one, is back.
Yes, well, I'm going to try and get a couple of winners, you know, across the ditch, and I'm hoping to get 2 in a row this week on home ground down home there. Kanazawa into something a little bit special on Saturday. So yeah, don't get too excited. It's not Miami Bow to 20s, but you know, can but try.
Well, now with I think on Saturday in Ireland, they've got the is it the Guineas or the St. Ledger or something? There's some big feature. So you're going to be throwing something out Saturday night on a bet spread, Tone, or are we going to?
God, don't know, Taz, you're ahead of me. I have to have a look. Yeah, if I can find something there, you know, like, but yeah, if you've got something, whack it up, and I'll whack something up if we haven't looked yet.
Well, we sort of agreed that we're going to just for everyone to know, like, Tone is taking over. He's putting some treasures out. So hopefully,
not too sure about the name, Tone.
I know that's all right. Well, what did you want him to put?
I don't know. Tone's titillations.
you know what? The beauty of Tone's treasures is every now and again, if it doesn't go perfect, okay, we can say, not that was a blackout, we can say that was a shipwreck.
Oh. What about
So I like the name.
what about Tones, like, I don't know, Tones Thrifties? Tones, I don't know, there's got to be a better T word than treasures. It sounds a bit.
Come on.
What about Tones?
Tone's treasures,
Hang
you
on.
fucking
All right, all right.
wrong with that?
Tone,
Come
Tone,
on,
I
wake
like
up.
it. I like it, but you know what I
Pushers
reckon?
or pullers or something.
No.
So, you know,
Pezzers Pickers.
yeah, pickers, pullers, or
That's
whatever.
from the American Pickers, Tone.
Yeah, I know. They're a bunch of spastics too. The Yanks haven't got much
Oh.
time for them. There's only one thing wrong with America. You know what that is?
Too
It's
scared
above
bastard.
sea level. Just get it right. It's above
There
sea
we-
level.
Oh, wow. Oh, I hope we're not going viral in America.
Oh, the Americans. Oh,
Eagle might
dear.
absolutely shit house. The snitty goes snitty, bang, bang, bang. You had about 18 schnitzels last week, Taz, and geez, that was a good watch.
Geez, it was easy,
I was
wasn't it?
fine.
Easy.
I mean, I know that Willow went out in the thread and sort of, he didn't question it, but he said, "Oh, there's no wet form, and you know, I don't know whether I can get on it or what." But if you go back through and have a look at its form, which is what I do, and do a little bit of homework,
No.
you'll find that sometimes
No.
wet trial form is
No.
good enough in those sorts of situations. But he was on. I'm pretty sure he was,
Yeah.
and I do like that he contributes to the
Yeah,
page. I
good on
reckon
you,
he's
Willow.
smart.
You threw up a couple there, Midnight in Tokyo. I think
Yes,
another
well
couple. He had 2 winners on the weekend, I think, Willow.
Yeah.
Good on you, mate.
Yeah.
And the great thing is, Tone, everyone sort of attacked your Kanazawa tip, mate. They were all saying, "Oh, it's the best bet in Australia," and "Oh, they tipped it on sport. Oh, there's promotions." It's all shit, but it won.
Yes, it was a bit surprising actually, because usually when all those talking petrol heads, those, you know, absolute spastics, they get on there. Oh yeah, they got all their bloody maps and their heat
Yeah,
maps
oh,
and
yeah,
all
their
their
speed maps.
PCs and all that
Yeah.
stuff. They usually poison everything. But
You'd love a speed map, mate. You'd love a speed map.
speed map.
Yeah, map of Tassie. Tony.
map.
That's where you're from,
Yeah.
Tone. Tasmania.
That's right.
You can drive around the
Absolutely.
map of Tassie, mate.
Yeah, great
Barney,
race,
disappointing as
great
fuck,
race.
a bit like Pez. I think it came, it wasn't bad. It came second last. Actually, I didn't update the quaddie, but me and Barney won the quaddie legs, and Tone and Taz let us down for a change.
No, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't a stone bruise. The jockey, see, jockeys, you can't trust him. It was backed off the map, and he rode it like a busted arsehole. He was too far back, and it was no good.
I honestly
Absolutely
I thought the favourite that you're on, it came second by a neck, but I honestly thought it was going to win by 3 the way it loomed up. I wasn't worried. With 100 to go, I was not worried, Tone. I thought you were going to get there easily.
I thought it was going to do a no effort and just go bang, but you know,
No effort, what? Fall in a fucking hole.
no, well, no, just get there. You know, I thought that was it. That was it. But it wasn't to be. Like, I don't know whether it was a stone bruise. I don't know whether it because all the punters were backing it with their ears pinned back. I don't know what it was, but I think the jockey just mistimed it. You know,
Actually,
let the
Taz,
other thing
we
play.
should give Tone a bit of a clip here, because if the big man's going into the stand-up bar, which is the front bar of Fukuoka on Saturday, there's no way there's fucking tips going up Saturday night. For
There'll be tips Saturday night. Don't worry about that. There'll be tips up Saturday night.
when the great man gets on the beers on the frost, you know.
No, not in there. No, I've retired now.
Retired.
Just
Retired hurt.
Pezza.
Retired.
Old Jarvid Mandad. Retired on 99. Retired hurt.
I just want to say one thing with the quaddie. Because I was the wanker, the last leg,
Yeah.
once I realised that there was no point, I made the call.
Oh,
I rang them up and said, boys, don't worry about
Did you
it.
call your cousins?
No, I rang my cousin,
Yeah.
who rang a friend of his.
And then they rang.
They rang their cousin.
Yes, of course.
And then word got out on track.
That's right.
The Polty Quaddy was dead after the first leg.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it. Because there's no point winning. I don't want to be the only guy that wins. I want us all to win. So I went out and thought, no, don't want to win the last leg.
So we should get a bit serious here. Today, Uncle Bren reached out this morning, sent me a little message in the morning, and his mates are doing it a bit tough up in the northern regions of New South Wales with the rain time. We got no rain over here, have we, big boy?
No, we desperately need it.
Yeah, we're running low, and the Japanese love a bath. They love a bath. So
they do.
Even in the middle of summer at 90% humidity and 35 degrees, they still have a bath tone.
Mental.
But anyway, we're running a bit low on water, but obviously Uncle Brendan and his mates aren't. They got plenty of it. And we put up a little post, and in the description tonight, please like, subscribe to the video. But there'll be a description there for a little GoFundMe page for one of Uncle Brendan's mates that are doing it pretty tough. They basically lost everything.
Wow.
Because of the floods, and obviously they might need a little bit of help, and that's what Aussies do. We tend to chime in. I wish Misfield ran a bit better today, because then we would have had Barney's in the Misfield. We would have had a fair bit of ammo to load up, but we should be able to find something. But take a look at the description. Try to help out Mel and her family. And thanks, Bryn, for letting us know. And, our thoughts and prayers honestly are with you. And
Pezza, it's not over by a long shot either, because I was reading a weather report article basically, and they're talking about a triple El Nino or something. So they reckon that we could be getting rain here in Australia on the East Coast right up until October.
Yeah.
Now, with those people in northern New South Wales, I mean, they were heavily hit in March earlier this year.
That's right.
And then all of a sudden, they're getting back on their feet. And before you know it, bang, they've copped it again. So I know the government is helping with some payments and stuff like that you can get online and claim for.
Yep.
But when you've lost everything, whether you get $1,000 or $2,000, it's really only bread and butter.
Yeah.
So if you're having a punt, then surely you can just reduce one bet.
Yeah. Well, I'm going the opposite. I'm trying to win and then throw on a bit of the winnings. You know what I mean? So I'm being real degenerate. And I'd like to sound out a mate of mine, Mark Craig. His name's Circus. He's given us a couple of tips in the past. And he's not real good on the tech, but he is a really good bloke. And his brother, Scragger, Alan Craig, who we grew up with, he's got a little bit of bowel and liver cancer. He's having a big night tomorrow night in Geelong. So I'll put a little description in the Scragger as well. So any Geelong blokes that are tuning into this, and of course we all know who Scragger is. He's a fucking absolute madman, and one of the best blokes you'll ever meet in your life, and a bloke that would give you his shirt off his back. And I would just like to say on behalf of Scragger, who said to me, "Hey, Pez, tell people my story," because he's basically fucked and he's fighting like a fucking champion. And in Australia, I don't know if this is true, Taz, but once you turn 50, you get a little tube in the mail, and you can put a little bit of poo on a stick, and they'll test you for bowel cancer. And then every year on your birthday, they'll keep sending them to him. So when you turn 50 and 51, 52, they keep sending in this little tube with a stick, and you put a bit of poop on it, and you send it in, don't cost you nothing, and they'll check you for bowel cancer for free. Now, Scragger, unfortunately, took him 5 years to realise that, geez, I might have a poop on a stick here, and see, I'm not going, I don't feel like energy-wise, not well. So anyway, it took him 5 years to realise that if I did that 5 years ago, I'd probably be batting at around 99% recovery. But anyway, Scragger, our thoughts and prayers with you, mate, and we love you. And tomorrow night, a huge night, Saturday night in Geelong. Get along if you can afford it. It's $200 a ticket. If not, there'll be a link in the description as well. If you can donate anything to old Scragger, help him through all this. This is more towards the Geelong mates than anything. who have grown up and known him and realise how good a bloke he is. And please, if you're over 50, fucking hell, you know, geez, it's not hard, is it? God.
Well, there's the other one as well, though. You know that we need to get done as well.
Oh,
The prostate.
oh yeah.
So that's another one that, as men, we're a little bit, I don't know, too overconfident or whatever to go get the tickle.
Yep.
To get checked out. But yeah, we need to do it. I mean,
for sure. And I think
and
with the world the way it is, why not? You know, like, golly, you know.
Peter, the fact that we're talking about it now, I mean, we can go back generations, I guess, to when we were kids. Our parents never talked about that.
No.
Did you ever hear your father sitting around the table with his mates talking about bowel cancer, about depression,
No.
about
Never.
all that stuff?
Never.
you
Never.
know? Prostrate? No, never. And you know what? We need to be talking more about it.
100%.
Because big boys do cry.
Well, you know, I was talking to Circus last night, and Scragger, they caught up yesterday after a bit of chemo, and he's doing a bit of radiation as well. So if he's kicking himself, and I don't want anyone to kick themselves, to do something as simple as throwing a bit of shit on a bit of a stick and throwing it back to the government. And, you know, if you catch it early, it's pretty, but it's never detected early. That's the problem, because no one fucking thinks that they got it or they're going to get in trouble with it. So everyone just fucking lets it go. And then when they're feeling a bit off, they go, shit, might check that fucking, you know what I mean? Like, early detection is the key, you know. That's
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But that's where I know, having children and taking, you know, when my young ones were ill, and we used to take them to the hospital. And sometimes the mentality that I had was this: I would rather be, and I'm going to swear here, right? I'd rather be a fucking idiot taking my kids to the hospital and finding out that there's nothing wrong.
Yes.
Than being a fucking idiot that did nothing.
100%.
And I think, that's what it comes down to, this sort of stuff. Be an idiot.
Yeah.
To just check yourself out and be told there's nothing.
Yeah.
Than not be that idiot and not get checked out.
100%. So hopefully we can win a little bit of money for Mel, and of course Scragger, and anyone else that needs it. Let us know and we'll promote you as much as we can. And we start off with the hat trick for the big dog. Star Cherie, race 3, number 8 at Eagle Farm, big man.
And it has come in. It's had a little bit of backing already. Now the money jock goes on. Interesting thing about the money jock is that he actually trialled another one just last week that's in the race. I think it's called Fleet Dove. And he's elected to ride the good old Gerald Ryan Sydney horse. Now,
Gerald Ryan.
It's come from Sydney. It's had 2 starts there in benchmark 78s. This is, I think, a 72, so it's actually a little drop-in class. It should position up well. I'm not too worried about the outside barrier. I'm taking on the odds-on Asamu, who I personally think races better later in its preparation. So I don't think that it's a first-up type horse.
Yeah.
The odds are there. The money jock's on. I reckon Asamu and Fleet Dove will be playing cat and mouse because they're drawn the inside. Yeah. And I think Star Cherie is just going to go over the top. And then not only have I been a king, not only have I been a prince, not only have I eaten schnitzels, I will be a star.
Yep.
Ah, well, Taz, I've got you covered tonight. I've got you, big boy.
Ooh,
Barrier
like
12. Its last 2 starts at up to 12.
Yep.
And if you add 7 and 5 together with its weight, you get 12. So 3 12s. Big boy. Certainty. Home. Money's in the bank. There you go.
Thank you.
12, 12, 12.
And it's race 3, number 8, which is 11. And it starts before its first prep. Equal 11. 11, 11 zone.
11's another special number, isn't it?
Fucking 11, 11.
There was actually another one I was looking at. There's another, I think it was, I don't know if it was Kong or somewhere. There was another one I was looking at.
Right.
And it was actually number 11. No, it wasn't Kong. It was number 11 out of barrier 5. And I was nearly going to make that my fister because I was born on the 11th of the 5th.
Oh, there we go.
but I did.
Yeah,
more,
there we
I'll
go.
throw-
there's just more irrelevant information that we really didn't need. But thanks, mate.
I'll throw it up
That's
in the
great.
text thread, that one.
Yeah. That'd be great. Just put your birthday up. My birthday is on this day. Go fund me. That'd be great. All right, boys, we're at Flemington. We're at headquarters, baby. We're getting away from Caulfield Tone. Let's get into it. The quaddie, are we ever going to win again? Another one. Barney, here we go. Barney's still in. He's got the record. He's beaten the great man, Lukey Mullen. He's beaten the great man, Ando. He's beaten Woodsy, the captain. Now Barney's taken over, sitting next to the great man himself. Here is, we still haven't found this little girl, Tone.
Oh, she's gone.
She's gone.
She's done. He's eaten her.
Now, of course, Pezza batting 1,000.
He might have put
first.
He might have put her on a stick.
Oh, yes, he has indeed. Numbers 1, 3, and 9. Talking about Circus, my mate Circus owns 20% of Kilcarney Royale, him and his mates.
Oh,
so
very
she's going to be
nice.
a very good little brood mare. She'll probably sell for around $500,000. So my mate Circus just makes more money, and hopefully he can give it to his brother in Scragger. Kilcarney, rock hard fit, pretty keen. It was supposed to run about 6 weeks ago, got an infection, had a little tip out, come back on track, didn't miss a beat, swam when she was out. They're pretty keen, the boys at Bennett Racing, and Bennett Racing is on fire. Number 3, Sham I Am. Lucky King's my favourite jockey at the moment. Second up, really good over this chucking distance. I love little Matthews there. He's not a bad trainer. He hasn't got many. So I like Sham I Am at around 20 skins. And, of course, Squid Game, probably the best bet in Australia on Saturday. Craig Williams in the saddle, Tone.
Oh, yeah,
Hattrick,
it's a bit of a worry. I mean, you know, even Diarrhea de Tory could steer that round and win. So, you know, like...
so I hope Sham
yeah.
I Am beats it, or so does Kilcarney. But
need
obviously
value.
we're on the hot pot in Squid Game.
Billy Egan took the wrong ride. He didn't realise that Squid Game, I think, was in the same race as the horse he took the ride for. So,
Yeah,
because Billy normally does ride for Paddy, so
absolutely.
it'd be interesting to see.
Yep. Tassie, you've got numbers 1, 4, 9, 10, 11. Yours, mate.
I have indeed, and
Tough race.
super tough. I mean, what's his name? Mar Eustace has got 6 in this race. I've taken 3 of them. Now that said, I've probably taken the wrong 3. So,
Yep.
consider yourselves options in this one. But I've taken the top weight. It's looking to put 3 in a row together. It's really come back well, this preparation. Muncain, it is a Mar Eustace. The 4, Duagula, I think that's the Paddy Payne trained horse, another one that's
Yep,
just
well,
absolutely
Billy's
flying.
on this one.
Billy is on that one, so I couldn't leave it out. It's actually
Tony,
6
that
out.
Diagolo was the prick that beat No Effort.
but
yes.
It's actually won 6 out of 9, and that said, Billy's been on them for I think 3 out of the 4. Then I've also gone to, what's the 9 called? She's a Shocker. That's look, it only got beaten on the post. I've thrown Price in only because I didn't throw in all the Mar Eustace. Its last run wasn't that bad. Probably should have won.
That's one of Tony's.
2,000 metres.
That's one of Tony's stable. That's in Tony's
Yes.
stable.
Yep.
It
Yes.
is.
Yes. Jamie Carr
Probably
on foot.
Straight to the bar, Jamie Carr.
Couldn't leave it out. And then I've got the other 2. Now, that Hermain Hesse is one that's actually coming down from Sydney. It's stepping up in distance. I think that it's going to be suited. And it's actually probably my pick in a race. So to step up in distance, if you look back to last December, November, it was racing against some pretty good quality horses in Sydney.
Yep.
And of course, the last one is the another Mar Eustace horse, the 11, another import, another one that's stepping up in distance, second up. It's going to be suited, and I just have no reason not to leave it out. It's a really, really tough race, and I've gone with a bit of numbers. I've taken 5, no one else has. So who knows? You could be laughing at me at the end of the Saturday, because 5 out of this field and me missing out, I could be the laughing stock.
Right.
Oh,
Will you laugh at me if I miss out again?
I reckon you got a winner in there, Taz. I think you got the winner in
Yeah,
there.
I'm a bit worried that you left out the high emotion. First up goes all right. It's cost me a lot of money in the past. And I don't mind Harry Coffey at the moment for Mar Eustace. He's on fire. So I don't think Jai is the number one now for Mar Eustace. So hopefully you're right with your Herman Hesse or and if you do like
He's a
couple others, why
shocker.
not?
It's incredible how many imported horses he's now got.
He's
Yes.
got a lot.
Heaps.
Okay, boys, here we go. Barney's coming in now. I'm putting up the volume. Let's go. Let's get into him. I reckon I'm about $1 to cop a fair bit of shit in this video.
I reckon you deserve it.
Oh.
God. Sorry, Pezza.
Hello, boys. Hello, Podgy viewers. This is Barney or Jason in Cairns, ready for another round of getting our tips right and letting Pezza let us down as usual. You mind Pezza's tips? They run like busted asses and come last, I think.
That's
But
two.
he's holding everyone together as usual. And Toad broke through for a win, so that was good. Gave us a few pennies. Actually, today we should add a bit of a win too. 3 bets for 2 wins. And Pezza let me down, of course, on the other one.
That's 3
But
clips.
we'll kick on to Saturday. All right, they're giving me the 3rd leg again. I'm starting off with the 4, Pesquero. Had a go at 4th over 1,200. This is over 1,400, so it was first up. This should suit him, so I don't mind that one to start off with. Second one, Daytona, number 7. Ran really, really well behind the winner last start for its 3rd. Tone's favourites on it, Jamie Carr. Got a back of Jamie Carr winner. Ran one of the fastest 200-metre splits at Caulfield last start as well.
Barney.
So just positive things about it. So Tone will be all over it. Number 5, My Yankee Girl. Won this track last start over 1,400, same distance. One Sandown before that. So it's going for the Hattrick. Who doesn't like a hat-trick? Let's get on that too.
Oh,
For me, rushing
Taz.
of the week, it's at about 15s at the moment. It's the top here, Ungawa.
like him.
It's 2 wins from its last 4 starts, a couple of fourths in there. It's on a horse, it rates highly, so got to throw that into the calculations as well. So there's my 4 for my leg. Picked out, have a bet on, I think it's due, it's just ready to win. It's at Eagle Farm. One of the boys tipped it a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, matter.
Race 5, it's Honey Pot.
Put a line through it.
It's 3 placings, 2 seconds and a 3rd. It's just due to win. It's at $4, so have a little crack at that. Good luck for the punt on the weekend. And Tasuli, Geelong versus Carlton. See if Carlton are pretenders or not, up against the mighty Cat Attack. Tone, we won't talk about Richmond after the massive defeat to the Gold Coast, biggest comeback ever. And Pez, we won't mention North Melbourne. Good luck, boys. Uru.
On you, Barney. You
Good
know,
on you, Barney.
he's actually right though. But
Oh, is he?
I reckon. Well, he's right. I mean, you have let us down, but he's also right about the football in the sense that unfortunately Richmond got rolled. North Melbourne, I think he's selling you short because your boys last week they all played for their careers, and I think now with the end of the year they won't lose by 10 goals every game.
No.
Maybe just 6.
I don't mind Patch Adams taking over. It was great to see Noble go. Obviously, he's destroyed the club. He's come from nothing. He's a fucking knob. And fuck off, knob. He's got a bit of Brad Scott about him. He can get fucked. Brad Scott ruined us. So I'm sick of talking about North Melbourne. I thought Noble was going to make us or break us, and he nearly broke us. We got a bit of a sniff of Fitzroy about us. So fuck off, you know. And they reckon he's a class act, and they're all crying. No, they're not. He's a fucking idiot. Fuck off. You got no system. You know, we're the most scored goals ever within the 35-metre arc. In the last 8, we've broken the record for letting goals through within 35 minutes. Now, that's system. That's not nothing to do with talent. That's system. So fuck off, Noble. Oh,
Tone,
anyway,
Tone,
apart from that,
Tone, do you think Pezza might be a little bit upset?
no, not now. He's gone. I tuned in. Like, I watch Noi every week, and I wear my heart on my sleeve. And I just like against Geelong, they scored 90 points. That's 15 goals within 30 metres. How is that possible in this day and age in football? How can you score 90 points within 30 metres of the fucking goals? It's
Didn't ever happen.
It was a training run. It was pretend.
Anyway, he's got winners 1, 4, 5, and 7. Fuck off, Barney. Then, Tone, you've got 6, 7, 13, and 15, mate. You've left out the 12, my Black Booker, unanimous. First up.
Yes, well, you can't put them all in.
You can't put them all in.
And Bill the Boxer's favourite there, what's name, Kelly on it, claiming a couple of kilos, McAvoy.
Yep.
Just won its last 3. What can you say?
She goes all right in the last 2. She goes all right. Little splitties in the last. Little girl jocks go all right.
Yeah, I've thrown in Fluorescent Star. Good second last start. Brett Preble's on it. He just rides when you don't expect him to ride a winner. He'll pop
Matty
up.
Cartwright's on it, mate.
That's it.
Matty Cartwright's on it.
Hang on. Sorry, Matty Cartwright's on that. Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong one. Sorry, yeah. But he's been riding all right, hasn't he? Yeah. Recently for quite a bit now. Tamerlane, Damien Oliver. Third up on the big track. I think the Big Chance.
Yep.
And I've thrown in the 15, Incredulous Dream. Of course, you can't let Jamie Carr go. And we've got the Mar Eustace combination there again, the combo. So, yeah.
Tone, what are your thoughts on the Gouch?
Oh, golly. That there is about as useless as a pocket full of blue monsters in a lesbian bar on a Saturday night.
There you go.
That's it.
The Gouch was married to Karen Knowles, if you remember from Young Talent Time many years ago. Is that the Gouch you're talking about?
Well, it's named after the Gouch, yes. Darren Gouch.
He was awesome.
Any thoughts on Jamie Carr leaving her partner of many years in Clayton Douglas and then finding Benny Mallum, one of the Mornington Airbnb perpetrators?
What can you say? You followed Girth Vader. Look at the Girth Vader over here in Japan, and you follow the Girth, and that's what you get.
It's such an incestuous industry. It's like the casino industry, and it has the racing industry so much. But the funny thing was, his missus Tone comes out of old Benny Mallum's missus. Popped out a couple of kids to him, the great man, the big horse cock, and she says, he's a magician. I had no idea. He's a magician, Tone.
Magician.
The magic man. Benny Mallum.
Pezza, with someone once told me something about some words of wisdom, and it was the way you find them is the way you lose them. So this might be great for Benny Mallum right now.
Yeah.
But what sort of trust is you going to have? The way you found her is the way you're going to lose her.
Well, there is a couple of little videos going around that she doesn't mind, and she likes a fun time, Tone. Bit like you back in the day, big boy.
In Tassie.
Anyway, let's get into it, Tone. Here we go. Number 2 in a row. Race 3, number 12. It's true. You did have a winner last week.
It's true. Yes, it's true. I had a winner last week. I've stayed down in Melbourne on the big track. This thing, just think Ian Falk. Loves the mud, loves the wet track. It's an absolute certainty. It stands out like a pair of dog's nuts in the snow. Jump on, get on. Opperman, he's claiming 2, and 440. Grab it up now because it's going to be shorter than a bee's diaphragm by the time.
I was going to say, Tone, you don't see young Opperman at headquarters on a Saturday.
No. I think they've popped him on for the coin.
Obviously, he's got a little bit of affinity with the horse, big boy.
Yes, something's going on. The form is good. The form's good. 4-2, 4-2, 3-2, 1. That's what we're looking for on Saturday. 1, the big
4-2, 4-2, 3-2, 1.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah,
there we go. Got any numbers there, Taz? Any numerology goes with that, or?
No, there is. No, there is. Because
I don't think it's 12.
12 minus 7, okay, equals 5. Its last two starts was 3 and 2, which was 5. But then you could also go 7 plus 12 is 19. 4 plus 2, okay, is 6. Plus 4 is 10, okay. Plus 4 is 14, is 17. 17, 19. I'm confused. It wins, but it's not a heavy track.
That was like that Adam Sandler movie. I'm just incredibly stupider than I was before. Thank you very much.
That's
Teddy.
me. No,
Hey, Pez has
sorry,
got
Tony,
one.
I
His
didn't
black
have a
book
look.
one from a Wednesday. Speed
Oh.
legend, old Les Bridge. Oh, there he is, old. What's his name? What's a good horse that he had? Classic Legend, wasn't it? Classic. Won the Everest.
A better one than that. He had one called Trappings back in the 80s.
Yeah, well, Anyway, Classic's coming back. Supposedly he trialled all right the other day. Speed Legend, obviously somehow related. It's in the same silks. Huge run a couple of Wednesdays ago. Made up many, many, many lengths, Tone. Came from an impossible position. Biased as fuck. Absolutely rammed stormed home, and that's what I like. So $750, why not? If you box them all up, $8 in the 440 and the 750, we get around $264, Tone, which is
Perfect.
amazing. Now, boys, we have 2 minutes left.
Well, once again, the numbers were there. Barrier 10, number 10. If you add the weight, 5 and 5, 10. So that's 10, 10, 10. There's another winner. Absolutely.
Jesus Christ, Tone.
Has this numerology. I'm starting to understand it now. It works.
Really?
Perfect. But before you know it, you know what? We'll be reading coffee tea leaves as well and stuff. Whether tea leaves or coffee, Greek tea. I've got one for you, Pezza, and for all our people.
19 plus 17 equals 36. 36.
That's right, but this one, Pezza, this
two
one is
AFL
running,
teams on the ground.
it's running at the Gold Coast.
Oh, yeah.
It's a first starter, and it's called Fat Fingers.
Oh,
Have
I've
a
got
look
fat
at it.
fingers.
Its trial form is impeccable. Fat Fingers on the Gold Coast on Saturday.
I'm not sure if I've got fat fingers. I'm fat.
Well, have a look at the fingers.
Okay. A bit like Trump there, I'm trying to think, but my hand's big enough to put on YouTube. All right. Fat fingers. There we go. Thanks, Tassie, for sharing. Sharing is definitely caring. And we've got a nice little core group of people who like to share. But I have got a bit of feedback, boys.
Ooh.
People would like to see Tone engage a little bit more on the page if the great man can get away from his fucking idiot mates at the stand-up bar and actually have a bit of a comment on a Saturday. I think the people would appreciate it.
I do put comments up there. I don't know much about Australian racing. Been so bad.
Kanazawa.
Yes, well, yeah, I will put in more of an effort there for the familiar, because I did throw out 3 winners on Saturday, but I didn't say because they're going so bad.
Midnight in Tokyo and Kanazawa, 3 in a row you should add up there, mate.
Yeah, I should have had that one, and none. Yes. And
13 starts to get a winner. Beautiful. I was on, don't worry.